Hello, the internet. There's no Michael today. It's just me. He's back at work. It is 12:30. The morning got away from me. It is what it is. Let's crack on. Sticker update, no update. I did nothing. I didn't work towards any stickers. I didn't organise anything. I didn't structure anything. That final sticker pack actually arrived. So there's a bunch of cute animals. And these ones I don't feel so bad about because I'm pretty confident these are not done with AI. So I feel less guilty about that. But that's the final ones. I've deleted all the apps off my phone, so we're fine. This week I am going to try the next evolution in the current system. So I got off the video last week after doing this one with Michael, and I said to him that I almost felt like it was a waste of time because I'm really good at getting to this point, but I don't know what to do with this information. Like, once it's here, I'm not actually actioning things. I'm not actually making a proper plan. So I'm going through all of these motions of planning. And I think, you know, the fact is that it has taken me 6 weeks of repeating this system on a weekly basis to get to a point where I'm like, yeah, I feel like I'm really good at accumulating all of the things that I need to do and getting myself ready to plan. And I think it's taken me 6 weeks of doing this to figure out that there is actually one step beyond this that I need to do. So this week, I'm gonna try something new. This week, I'm going to draw out a timetable in a different, like the visual representation timetable in a different notebook. I'm gonna write out my timetable here so that then I can do that page, the trigger list page, and then I'll do like the breakdown as I go of that stuff. So the first thing that you're going to get to watch is me drawing this all out. I start my mornings at the bottom and my nighttime goes at the top. I'm still struggling to explain why I do this. The sun rises in the morning and the day continues in an upwards direction, and you go up the day, like if you were drawing a little person, like they go up the day this way because they're like climbing, and you wouldn't climb this way. Like that to me is that's the only way I can describe it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to block in all of my fixed appointments that I know are set in stone. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little dotted line through 12 o'clock and through 8 o'clock and through 6 o'clock, 11. I watched a YouTube video. I will try and find it and I will try and link it in the cards now. And she was talking about having 3 blocks of the day and having 7 routines within, she called it the 3-7 system, and she talked about having 3 blocks of the day and having 7 routines that you have throughout the day that fit into those 3 blocks. That's something that I will think about further down the line. Oh, actually, training. I wonder if I should be starting my weekend on my week on a Sunday, because I always seem to get Thursday, like one day further. I feel like Thursday is the 5th day of the week, not the 4th day of the week. So maybe I should just put my Sunday at the beginning and split the weekend. Maybe that's a good way to try and get around that. Right, so let's go through that trigger list. When will I wash my hair? Well, tomorrow. Thursday, I can probably get away with, yeah, Friday. When will I work out? So the problem with working out at the moment is that I've got an injury on my glute. I've got an injury in my shoulder. My forearms are now absolutely destroyed. My grip strength has basically disappeared because of the treatment of this. So I need to wait for that to all come back. So I'm just not really able to do very much. It's just a challenge for working out that way. So packages. As far as I'm aware, the only thing that we're waiting on is Huel small. I don't think I've ordered anything else. I don't have anything else coming in from Amazon. I don't have anything else coming in. All the stickers have arrived. replies or contact. So I'm going to put that under contact. Oh, we're going out for dinner. We're going out for dinner on Friday. I need to contact the barn people. I have spoken to Clarissa. I have spoken to Lucy. I need to contact the Guildhall about the booking a viewing. And I need to contact all of my wedding fair people. We did a wedding fair yesterday and we got a bunch of people signing up to the mailing list. So I need to send out a first email to the mailing list. Do I need to do anything for anyone? No. I need to reply to Dr. Ress. Do I need to give anything, anyone anything? Do I owe anyone anything? Let's look at meals. So the only day that I don't know what we're gonna have, or that I can't anticipate what we're gonna have, is Wednesday. And again, that's because I don't know what it's gonna look like with Dad. Mike is out during the day at work in the office. I will probably be in and out during the day, but I won't have the car. So it won't be easy for me to like pop to the shops and buy anything. We probably need to get something. I genuinely don't know what it will look like. So I think I'm just going to leave that. I might just 100% delegate that to Mike. Everything else I can sort of take care of myself. I might just delegate that to Mike completely and just be like, pick something up on your way home from work, something that we can easily throw in the oven, and we'll just crack on that way. So that's the meals taken care of. Let's look at chores. When and what am I working on? So, work. So for FPT, I've got the podcasts to finish. Again. The podcast is the final podcast to finish. And then I also need to do a social media calendar for the rest of May and June. Then I've got to do a breakdown of what the new handbook will look like, so that we have a guide of like the pages, because we're starting a new 90-day program where people sign up, and there's going to be a physical handbook. There will also be a digital PDF handbook that I will design, probably in multiple different formats. There'll be one designed to be read on a phone, and then there'll be one designed to be seen on like a tablet or computer screen, and then there'll also be one designed for a printed version. So it's going to be exactly the same content, but just formatted differently. So that'll be fun. Then and then obviously there's the making of the posts, of the social media posts. And then there's a bunch of other stuff. So within that, there's finish the quiz, finish the survey, and I want to do one of the slidey carousel things, which takes quite a bit of time on the iPad, but they're really, really nice and they're really well received. So that's, that is what it is. For Pippin, I need to finish. I need to finish those pages. I still haven't finished sports. It's just, it got really difficult, it got really challenging to write, and I just haven't finished it. And there's a bunch more that I need to do. Really, I need to try and be finishing 2 per week in order to be anywhere near close to finishing this project. Because once I finish the text, then I still need to do all of the illustrations for it. But at least once I've done the illustrations, once I've done the text, it can start to be published. And then it can start to be checked by other people, because that will take a long time as well, because it's quite a lot of information to sift through. And then I can start illustrating it, you know, week on week, working through it. And in fact, what I can do is, as I do the illustrations can then go on social media with the bit of information about what the illustration is for. So that's quite nice. It just gives me like something to work through that way. So it's just going to be finish the rest. Fine. So for Wedmin, it's going to be the mailing list is going to be the post box to decorate, which I'll take a photo of the thing and then I'll plan it on the iPad while I'm at the hospital waiting, because that's just decorative and I can do that, no problem. Post box to decorate. What else? I need to plan the place settings. And like, if you've been watching the videos for the last few weeks, you'll see that these are all the same to-do lists that are just not getting done because I'm not planning them sufficiently. And so I've got, like, I know what I need to do. It's just the next step of getting it from need to do to actioning it in being done is just really challenging. I think that's it. I think that's where I'm going to call it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it in this book as like some to-do listy type stuff. It's already 1:30. I need to start work at 2. So I'm going to put this in. I'm going to split this up into 2 columns. No, I'm going to split this up into 3. Am I? Should I do 3? Let's start with 1. Okay, so the first one is going to be what work we're doing. So today, the only important thing is the Kaale podcast. That is my work job to do. If I finish, then I will have the social media planner to fill in. That's it. Tomorrow will be the handbook. That's the only important thing I need to do. If I finish that, it will be social planner, and it will be the blackboard as well. In fact, I would even say that that and that are not negotiable either. So, but this will be 1 hour and this will be 1 hour, and that'll be the end. So maybe I can do the blackboard first thing, then I can start working on the handbook, and then I'll do the social planner a bit later on during the day. Wednesday is more challenging because I don't know what my day will be like on Wednesday. So I'm going to say post box plan during the workday. I'm going to say coding if I have the capacity to do that. So that has been delegated, or that has been listed. 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 Making of the social media posts will also be in here for something, create something. postbox coding and maybe the place settings. That's all stuff that I can do visually, and maybe I should even do my social media planner. On Wednesday, because in theory I'm just going to be sat in a hospital, so if I can do everything on an iPad or a phone screen, that makes life easier, because then I don't have to take loads of books and stuff in with me and notebooks and stuff. Thursday is going to be Pippin, so it's going to be Finnish, sports, and it'll be plan the next one. I don't know what the next one is, but Thursday, whether that is working at my mum's house or working from home, that's what I'm going to do on Thursday. In theory, I might be seeing my friend in the day, but we haven't really planned anything. And I'm going to say here as well, this is going to be Pippin. So Thursday and Friday, if I can get one full work day, so if I can get 10 hours done, oh no, Pippin in the morning, Friday in the morning, I'm supposed to be doing FPT stuff anyway, so I should write that in, because that's what my timetable agreement is. So in the morning, yeah, there's no way I'm going to get 4 hours done of Pippin in the afternoon before we go out for dinner. So if I can manage 3 hours and 5 hours, that's 8 hours across the 2 days. That's sufficient. I can tolerate that. FPT is going to be social media posts. Maybe the quiz, if I can figure out how to do that. Saturday for work, I'm not going to plan any work on Saturday or Sunday. Right, so then I'm going to do a second box here. And this is going to be stuff that isn't work. So, well, it is technically work, but this is going to be like post 6 o'clock. So this is going to be work day. This is going to be evening. So this will be work and chores and whatever else. Evening. Today I'm going to do mailing list, because that's important, because I want to get that done within, you know, the next day of having spoken to everyone yesterday. Mailing list, and then just cooking. And I'm going to edit this video. So you'll find out if I did this tonight, because if I did, then it'll be live on YouTube on Monday. And if I didn't, and it's not live on Monday, then you know that I didn't do this, and my week has already fallen apart. Whee! Tuesday, the evening, there's very, very little time in the evening. I will contact the barn group. In the evening, today as well in the evening, I need to reply to Dr. S. I'll contact the barn group in the evening. I will contact the Guildhall in the evening. On Wednesday, I don't know what the day will look like on Wednesday. So, I don't know. I think I would also like to do on tonight the routine cards. that's something that I would like to do. But if not, I'll do the routine written out on the Wednesday. Thursday is much freer. I've got CrossFit, so I'm going to write CrossFit in there because I think it's important that that's like a thing that is acknowledged as something that's taking time out of my free. And then I think Thursday is just going to be stickers. Then I'm thinking that this will be a account like I did at the very, very beginning. There was a point where I was using that section to like write out what I did, but I wasn't doing enough. Like you can see here, I did it, fixtures, goals, work account. I like wrote out something that I did. I didn't stick to it is the problem. But I think I didn't stick to it because by the time I get to Friday, I don't, oh, look at how much neater that was. Look at how neat and cute that was compared to this. But I think by the time I get to Friday, like I'm not looking in the book anymore. And so I think part of the 7 routines that I want to come up with will involve sitting down and actually writing out a to-do list properly. So it's not just in my head, not because it's more practical, but for just the like structure of doing it, because I think I need some external structure that I don't get because I'm self-employed. So I think that is it. And I think I'm going to leave it down to Friday after work. I think probably more stickers before I go. Like I will need to do the kitchen. And I did say on Thursday that I wanted to do the bedroom. Wednesday we're leaving everything. On Tuesday we're doing the bathroom. And then I'll write a recap of what I did. I don't know if this is going to work. I don't know if it's going to be better or not. What I will do right now is write out my to-do list for today. That's my to-do list for the day. I think that's the end. Okay, goodbye the internet.